All right, so I have a lot of thoughts. So thank you everybody who's stuck around and who's hung out with us today. As Brad was talking, and as Chance was talking, especially, gosh, dang it. If you look around and you look at all of us and our stories, there's really only one thing that could have brought us all here today. And it's this profession, you know? I never once considered being a nurse. It honestly never once crossed my mind until someone put it in my mind when I was about 25. Brad never thought of being a nurse. Chance never thought about being a nurse. And then, Marie never thought of me. And then Miriam and Nicole, it was something that they thought about as they were young. And if you look at the room here, how different we all are from each other. And it's this profession that brought us here and that allows us to share these stories and to be so intimate and vulnerable with each other. And that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. Who's met someone here today that they're going to have a... How do I say that? Yeah, it's like relation. No. Who's met like a new member from the Facebook group or something that they've now started a new friendship with? How's that? That sounds less weird. Cool, awesome. Who's learned something that they're going to take home with them? Good. Me too. I do really want to thank the team. Someone was asking how much time I spent preparing for this, and all I did was show up this morning. So I really do want to thank all the NRSNG people who made this happen for you guys. I kind of told them, we want this to be about the student, and that was about the only direction I gave them. So thanks, guys. And then I want to thank the speakers, because all the speakers put a lot of time and effort and thought into what they talked about today. They practiced it over and over and over because they wanted to deliver something that you guys could take home with you. So I want you guys to know how much effort they really put into it. None of us are professional speakers. None of us are trained speakers. But we care a hell of a lot about you guys, and that's what drove what we talked about. And I want to thank Brad. Why am I crying about Brad? What the hell? So Brad and I connected probably 2014 or so. I think right when I had finished nursing school. And he was one of the first people. I think at the time we each had maybe 5,000 subscribers on YouTube or something. We're really young in our game. But there was something incredibly authentic about him that I connected with. Same with Katie Kleber, and some of these people. And we were talking about that last night, that there's a lot of stuff out there for nurses. There's a lot of information out there. But I can promise you guys that the people I connect with, the people that I bring to you guys are authentic, they're real, and they care. Gosh, this is stupid. So if you guys have your phone, pull your phone out. Open your YouTube app and search Nurse Bass. And push the little red subscribe button. And he's got a new podcast now too. So make sure you follow with him, because he's going to give you guys a lot of tips, a lot of information to help you guys on your journey. He's very motivational, very raw, very authentic, and I think that's incredibly important. We're going to do this again next year. So this is second annual. So now it's an annual event. We're going to do it in April. If you guys are here, go ask them at the table. They can tell you all about that next year. We're going to be bigger. We're going to be better. We're going to be more focused for you guys. Hoping to do some tracks for NCLEX prep next year, stuff for transitioning into the job if you're grad. Hoping to try to even get some educators here so we can start teaching them how to teach. Because that's what we do. And lastly, I want to thank you guys. Again, we've said it so many times, but you guys coming here and being here says a lot about you, and it says a lot about where you're going to go in your career. And it's going to be really far. I think caterpillars are disgusting. I hate them. My son Taz and my wife, they love them. Every time we see one, they have to stop, take a picture, pick it up, let it crawl over them. I think they're gross. I don't even want to smash them because they're too gross to even smash, in my mind. They just spend their life kind of scavenging around on the ground and in trees. I think it's just really disgusting. And what are they even? Like, how many legs? They're just gross. But this really cool thing happens at one point in a caterpillar's life. It wraps itself up in this cocoon, and about 2 weeks later, it comes out as an incredible butterfly, capable of flying across continents even. Everybody loves butterflies. Tammy tried to convince me to get a tramp stamp of a butterfly to show you guys. I said, oh, yeah, no. But everybody loves butterflies. They're this beautiful, incredible, majestic creature. But did you know that only 2% of caterpillars ever become butterflies? Crazy, right? It's crazy. The rest of them die, the rest of them never make it, and the rest of them never make it to being a butterfly. One of my favorite quotes of all time is by this guy named Jim Rohn, motivational speaker guy. He says, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." Today, you've been spending time with me, with Nurse Bass, Chance, Nicole, Miriam, Marie, Sandy, Tony, Tammy, and each other. Not every nursing student's here today, but you guys are. And you guys can be the average of these people. I want you guys to become that 2% of nursing students that go on to change this profession. We can't do this alone. We need you guys as our army out in the field, helping to fix this profession. Like Brad said, it's all about the patient. And if we get stuck in all this stupid politics that happens in school, that happens in the hospital, that happens out there in nursing as a whole, we can't take care of the patient. You're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So someday, when you're working out in the hospital as a nurse, this hipster, this hipster nursing student's going to stroll in. And he's going to be sitting with his buddy, and they're going to log into this website. They're going to be like, and you're going to hear them. They're going to be over there charting. You're like, hey, have you ever heard of this cool new site, nrsng.com? And you're going to hear them, and you're going to know that you were one of the first. You were one of the first to make this change that's going to happen in nursing education. So I can't thank you guys enough for being here. One of the most brilliant minds, the most brilliant artists of all time was Michelangelo. This is a self-portrait he painted of himself. And this other one is a La Pieta. It's about a 6 foot by 6 foot piece of marble that almost looks real. He's a phenomenal artist. You know, but the crazy thing is, it wasn't his brilliance that turned that raw slab of marble into a masterpiece. It was his tools in his hands. Today, you guys have been here learning the tools, getting the tips, getting the skills that you need to create a masterpiece. At 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock this morning, I asked each of you to write down why you came here. What was the reason? What motivated you to do all this and to be here and to hang out with us? I want you to pull that out, if you still have it. Did you get the answer you came for? If you didn't, find one of us and get that answer before you leave, because I'm not going to let you waste your time and money. Okay? Now, you've taken a lot of notes. Hopefully you've gotten your answer. We've given you a lot of tools. But something strange is going to happen Monday morning. It's called life. Life's going to happen again. And you're going to forget all this stuff. You're going to be too busy with school, too busy with work, too busy with family, too busy with everything. And the excitement and the energy you have right now is going to start fading. I don't want that to happen. So on this sheet of paper, or on your phone, or somewhere that you're going to look at again on Monday morning, I want you to write the one thing. One. The one thing that you're going to do different because of this conference. Starting Monday morning. Throw everything else out you've learned today and pick one. And that's the one you're going to take home. So when life starts happening again, you leave this place a better person, a better nurse, a better student, a better person, a better human. You guys, you are not alone. At the end of every presentation I've given, I've tried to stress that. You're not alone. You got all of us to help you. You've got Brad over there. He's willing to help you. We're giving up our time, our energy. These are our careers now, is helping you guys, okay? And you guys now have each other to go to. Connect with somebody. When we talk on the Facebook group, you should be able to put a face with somebody. I know exactly who James is now. As soon as I saw him, I'm like, it's James. Oh, it's James Tinley. He's on the Facebook group all the time. Connect with somebody. Connect with one person so that you can understand and realize and remember that you're not alone, all right? You guys, we always talk about happy nursing. In fact, I bought the domain name Happy Nursing just because I love it. We've talked about a lot of the bad in nursing today just because we're being honest and vulnerable. But I want you guys to realize that you can be happy in nursing. You know, I suffer with anxiety and depression. And I think it's funny every time I wear the Happy Nurse shirt, especially when I'm feeling depressed. And so I had to really thought about that the other day. I was like, can I wear this shirt when I'm like not a happy person? And I thought, that's okay, because I'm happy that I'm a nurse. I wouldn't change this for anything. This isn't where I planned on going with my life or my career, but I wouldn't change it for anything. I'm happy about that decision. I'm so happy that you guys came today. Happy nursing.